Mr. 3 here at Rock Manor Games headquarters. One of our favorite folks here, and we absolutely love these guys. They do awesome stuff. We started. I lost track of how many games we covered for you guys at this point. I mean, a lot.
We've got quite a few out.
Got quite a few out there. Actually, and the funny thing is, we talked about this game last year, wasn't it? We had like a prototype.
And prototype.
Or was it PAX U? I think it was PAX U.
Could have been. All last year we had the earlier prototype out.
Yeah,
so.
and this game looked really cool. We're both, we're all big sci-fi geeks. We love anything to do with space. We're just space junkies, you can call us. So you actually have like mostly, is this completed now or mostly completed?
It's still a demo prototype, but it's pretty close to what you're going to see final.
Awesome. So go ahead and why don't you take us through the game here, describe it again, and give us an overview.
And give
my
it a
name is Todd Walsh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the designer. This is Stardriven Gateway. Mm-hmm. It's a sci-fi game where you're going to play as a different faction. You can play cooperatively or competitively or solo. Right now this board is set up for competitive. So you're going to play as one faction. Each faction is one ship. So if you have your ship on the board, everything you're doing that ship is going to be on your board tableau here. So this is all this is. So you can have crew that you have for your ship. They're going to get played to different stations. And that's how you're going to be able to activate those stations. You have to have a crew there, and then you can spend a die to activate that station to do whatever it does. Basic things like movement, jumping, helm to navigate, attacking others, scanning, revealing different sectors. But overall in the game, you're one of those four factions. You're trying to compete, put reputation on these council worlds to get access to this gateway, which is technology that's not been seen before by any of the races that exist.
Cool.
So at the end of the game, you'll put out a certain amount of rep depending on the game length. Right now this will be set up to 9. As soon as somebody gets to 9 rep on the board, you get one more round, and then you score up. Each episode has a different scoring card, which will tell you all the things you do, what their value is in the game. For example, in front of you have world control. So right now I have the most rep on here, so I'd have world control. So I get 2 points just for that world, plus 1 point for every rep I have on the board. There's other ways you can score. Anomalies. Those are things you're going to run to by exploring. Say I explore around and I happen to run into an anomaly token. You pull an anomaly card. The bad thing happens to you. For this one is
why can't there be a good
abandoned vessel?
Could be good anomalies.
Well, they're going to have some kind of negative effect first. And then if you spend a crew, discarding a crew either from your hand or your board.
Is a red shirt?
Yep. Oh, he's just handling it. He's handling his business.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to put it back in the crew quarters. And you get to collect that token for points. And you get a discard ability at the bottom of the card you can use as a free action later on. So not only do you accumulate points, you get a discard ability that can boost you forward later. If you don't spend that crew, you're already tapped out, kind of don't have too much on your board.
Right. You
would lose that opportunity. You'd only have the negative effect. So there is some risk to exploring without a not prep ship.
So have everybody available at all times. Check. Gotcha. just like Star Trek.
There's always a risk, yes.
They always seem to be available at all the right times on Star Trek. It's like everybody's absolutely doing nothing. Nobody has any free time.
Well, that's what this. Everybody goes on a mission. They're gonna have to go back to crew quarters and rest, and you have to dig them back out later.
Oh yeah, you got to rest them too.
Yep. So the other ways you get rep are by attacking warbound ships. You'll roll weapon charges against the ship numbers. So you roll. I have 2 weapon charges here. I would get the roll as long as I took an attack action. And I do a 2 and a 4. That tells me where on the ship I would hit, and I would get those rewards. So a 2 here will get me a rep, and a 4 will get me power.
Oh, okay.
So depending on what you get to roll. Yep.
So that plays a part in. You said that it's player versus player as well.
Yep. You can roll against other players with that. So you say someone rolled against you, and they rolled 2. You have 2 shields. You would get to roll. Anything that matched gets blocked by your shield, and it reduces your shield by 1.
Okay.
The other one that didn't get blocked, which is a 6, would do a damage to that numbered station. Each station has a number on it.
Okay.
So now you can't use that first spot to use any activations.
Oh wow.
And if you ever get it too damaged, where it fills up, that will clear and it will turn into hull damage, and you will lose a hull, which is negative points at the end of the game.
I was going to say, do you blow up?
You can blow up.
You can blow up.
You can blow up. The game ends immediately if someone blows up.
Oh.
And then you figure out the points, so you better be ahead if you're going to blow somebody else.
Oh, no, I already got that. I already got that in my head. I'm going to murder everybody.
That's your end game idea.
That's my end game idea, yeah.
But you still have these warbound to deal with, so you're going to have to be fighting them off as well.
I'm going to have 1 point, and I'm going to blow up the nearest person. I'm going to win with 1 point.
But the other thing, you don't have to fight. You just don't have to fight. You're also completing missions. So in order to complete a mission, you have to be on the planet with the correct biome. So there's the council world showing, but as you explore, you'll reveal more. So if I wanted to do a mission here, there's an ice world here, I would have to have my ship on that actual sector, matching the mission, and I have to spend crew from my hand or on my ship with the correct skills and total crew value. And as long as I do that, it's a free action. And then I would get the reward that's on here. I would get the rep at the bottom at the nearest council planet. So say I did it here, the nearest world to me would be here. I would get my rep on this world.
Hey, Mrs. We're having a good time at Gen Con, and I want to introduce you.
And you would place an outpost wherever you did a mission. So now no one can do a mission there again until that moves.
Awesome. This looks really like a lot of fun. You kind of encompassed everything kind of you want in a space game. You're working your crew, you're going around, and you're also doing combat. That's the one thing that I really like, because you like that aspect. You want to sometimes go pew pew space lasers.
Yeah.
And sometimes you play space games and you don't really get that. You get you do the crew stuff,
Yeah.
but they never do the space lasering part or whatever. So I'm glad you kind of incorporated not only commanding your crew and everything, but also get the space laser things and kind of
Yeah, I wanted that experience where you're actually running your own ship. You determine what you're going to do, how you're going to get your points, what crew you want to do. If you want to recruit crew later, you're going to have opportunity to do that and add to your ship and add to your hand.
It's like kind of a more crew focused. You ever play Zaya? That old game Zaya. Or
That was
whatever?
one of the inspirations for this. Zaya, Star Trek Fleet Captain was another one.
Oh yeah, another good one. Yeah.
I liked some elements of those, but some things I wanted to be more crew focused than some of those games are.
Yeah. I kind of thought of the same thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, you should pick up Star Trek and convert it. So you kind of did that. You absolutely did that.
Yeah.
I'm totally stoked about this game. I love these kind of space games, especially getting your crew involved and everything else like that, and managing them and everything is absolutely awesome. So when is this coming out?
We're looking to go game found between mid-September, mid-October of this year.
Mid-September, mid-October this year. Make sure Rock Manor Games, of course. And
In fact, it's up there now. The following page is actually up on GameFound right now. You can check out our video right now.
awesome. So guys, check it out. Stardriven Gateway. This game absolutely looks awesome. If you're a space lover, Star Trek, all that kind of stuff, love commanding your crew and doing pretty much everything, or if you're a fan of some of those older games like Zaya and stuff like that, where it's kind of a sandboxy, this looks like the game for you guys. Absolutely awesome. Thanks, man, for your time.
Thank you.
Absolutely great, guys. And of course, as always, stay tuned for our coverage here at Gen Con 2024. And don't forget, even in space, everyone can hear you game pretty much. Yeah. Game on, guys.